Hey, this is James. Welcome back to the channel. I am the unofficial mayor of Cowboy Country, and I am so glad you are here with us. Today, I want to respond to recruiting. I want to respond to signing day and why I am now firmly committed and understand that these somebody's a 3-star or 4-star or a 5-star, why this system is flawed. Now, I've heard for years from Robert Allen that we should take these, people that are rated as 3, 4, or 5 stars with a grain of salt because there's some bias there. And I thought, well, is that really true? Actually, let me lower this. It's a little too high. Yeah, you should be able to see the OSU logo on my hoodie. Sorry, let's fix that. Make it better. All right. So there's bias involved. Now, am I happy with OSU's recruiting class? Yes, I am. Now, you look on 24/7 Sports, and we are ranked 61, which doesn't make any sense because it's not including the people that have come to Oklahoma State by the portal. At least I don't think it is. All right, you got Flores, Hurd, Franklin, Foreman, Kima, Webb, Smith, Edine, Lester, Utu, Lohea, Stanahan, Sanders. Yeah, I actually heard some of the interviews that Robert did with some of these guys this morning. Ike pronounced his name on the air. I think he said it was Isinaway. But when he said it, it sounded so much cooler. It's a Cack, the kicker, Oates, and Ty. All right. Well, 24/7 Sports also has the guys that transferred over because of the portal. You got Noah McKinney from UNLV, Kenneth Harris, cornerback. I think that's Arkansas State. Yeah, Anthony Goodlow, linebacker from Tulsa, Dalton Cooper, offensive tackle from Texas State. Sean Tyler, I can't tell what that logo is, but he's the guy from Western Michigan. He's the running back that's really fast and zippy, and I look forward to seeing him. Justin Wright, linebacker from Tulsa, and wide receiver Stribling from Washington State. He's 6'3", 203. That he should make an immediate impact. But let's focus on Zane Flores. I don't know why I kept saying Zane Hodges in my previous videos. I apologize for that. But let's look at Zane Flores. Now, according to Rivals, Zane is the number 18 ranked quarterback in this year's recruiting class. It's funny because he's listed on the Rivals website as 6'4", 195, but on Oklahoma State's website, it says he's already up to 200 pounds. So, interesting. I find it fascinating because Zane Flores is listed as a 3-star. Now, I did what Robert Allen asked me to do. Robert asked me on his show, he said, James, I want you to do some homework. I want you to go watch Zane Flores highlights on YouTube. And I did. And I will tell you that he was absolutely right. Zane Flores is the real deal. I think Zane Flores can be a game changer. I'm as excited about Zane Flores as I was about Mason Rudolph and Brandon Weeden. Now, I didn't know much about Brandon Weeden until he played at the end of 2010. But once he came back for 2011, I was really pumped. And I knew we had potential to do great things. So Zane Flores is considered a 3-star. Let's look up, because of all the quarterbacks, they only give 5 stars to 5 guys. 5 out of what, 100? I mean, how far does it go? Well, they only have the top 30 listed. But you have to figure, of the top 100 quarterbacks that got recruited and signed their letter of intent today, you would figure a 5-star would be the, top 10%? So why do they have it just listed for 5 guys? Only 5. And these 5 are Arch Manning out of Louisiana. He signed to Texas. Nico Amaliva, I think, who is signed to Tennessee. Dante Moore, 6'3", 199. I think he's the guy who was committed to Oregon, switched at the very last minute to UCLA. Malachi Nelson, he's from Los Alamos. He's in California. But anyway, he's committed to USC. Jackson Arnold from Denton, Texas, committed to OU. Those are the 5 guys that are considered 5-star quarterbacks. Okay, so Arch Manning is 6'4", 215. This Nico guy that's going to Tennessee is 6'6", 205. Dante Moore, 6'3", 199. Malachi Nelson, 6'3", 175. Jackson Arnold is 6'2", 195. I don't see, what makes them a 5-star, what makes Zane Flores a 3-star. I don't get it. Zane's 6'4", weighs 200. Zane was arguably the best football player coming out of Nebraska in this recruiting class, but he's considered 18th. I think part of it is who they're recruited by. Think about it. The top 5 quarterbacks are going to Texas, Tennessee, UCLA, USC, and Oklahoma. It's just, it boggles my mind that there's this kind of bias in this recruiting system. But it's there. Zane Flores is as good as any of those top 5 guys. All you have to do is look at Arch Manning's footage on YouTube, compare that with Zane Flores. It's biased. It's simply biased. And some people will get upset because we're not ranked in the top 50 in the recruiting class. Just wait. Because number one, I'll tell you, they underestimate that recruiting class. And there's guys that should be 4-star, if not 5-star players on our recruiting class that are only listed as 3 stars. And number two, as I have said time and time again, I try not to get preachy about it, but fact remains, Oklahoma State takes hardworking athletes, puts them through what a lot of the players are referring to as body by glass. They may come in at 200 pounds, but when they leave at 205, they've got more muscle, they're leaner, and they're in much better shape. And they're ready to go to the NFL. And I challenge anybody that's in the portal that watches this video. You come to Oklahoma State. You get trained by Rob Glass. He shows you how to work out. My friend, you will be ready for the NFL. Look at what Jaylen Warren, compare him when he went from Utah State, came to Oklahoma State, was there for a year. He's now with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what Rob Glass can do. That's why that's one of the main reasons Oklahoma State has been a successful program over the last 15 years. And I'm very confident of that. And I'm very grateful that Mike Gundy, the first hire he made, was Rob Glass. So, anyway, if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. What I'm going to do, I found some pictures the other day. And tomorrow, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I may have to use a scanner to get them, but that's construction on the north side of Boone Pickens Stadium. So I've got pictures of when Boone Pickens Stadium was being constructed, when the construction was going on. So what I'd like to do is, if I can scan these, I'll basically just stand here and point to the picture and talk about, just kind of reminisce on what the way things used to be at Old Lewis Field, and be thankful for what we have. And then I'd like to do a video. Back in 2010, I did a trip up to Nebraska and Iowa State. And so I have pictures from that trip that I'd like to share with you and talk about Nebraska football and Iowa State. I can tell you, and you don't have to believe me, but I took a picture of the end zone and I said, one day they're going to bowl in that end zone. And sure enough, they did it recently. So I feel like I've got some good content coming up. I don't want to wait until the very end to talk about the bowl results, because obviously some bowls are going to happen here soon. Baylor's playing tomorrow. God willing that they'll win and they'll pull off that victory in Fort Worth. So we'll see. But I've got some good content coming, and I hope you stick around. Tell your friends about the channel. We do cover basketball as well, and hopefully as the bowls finish up, we transition to basketball and start talking more about hoops here on the channel. So until then, though, hope you have a great week and great holiday season. And as always, go Pokes.